What if the microphone works? Does it work? Yeah, works. Cool. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a driver night.
What's up?
God, what's up, friend? Didn't you play up to
Yeah, I came for a few minutes.
Few minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to go take a bath after Mom gets up.
Ah. Well. Nah. Hold off. I'm doing cow runs then.
Alright.
Man, I had a fun revelation today while I was reading my garbage manga.
What manga?
This one, fuck, what was the name of it? It's one of those, like, Kiri-Iri no Machi. It's a town where you used to live. It's made by Sayo, the guy who made, like, Fuka, Suzuka, all that shit. But garbage, slice of life, school bullshit. I had a moment where I read it before, and I hit one of the moments, pivotal moments in it, where the main character decides he's a giant fucking beta male and asks the girl that's totally into him to break up with him so he can go pursue this bitch and go because he loves her. And I start thinking about this bullshit. It's bullshit that people are imaginary cartoon fucking characters in these books. You know, that stupid shit like that can get such an emotion out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, I feel so fucking terrible. I hate these guys so much. And then I start thinking about it, like, well, you know, just how, like, in like TV shows, the same shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, everybody hated Joffrey for everything Joffrey did in Game of Thrones. You know, there was no redeeming moment for Joffrey. Nobody liked it. And you start thinking, you're like, hey, okay, so the main point I'm getting at, so, but, no, the main point I'm getting at is I brought up someone, like, I put the phone down for a second, I was like, fuck, I was like, what? Because I had this really tense moment, annoying moment, and it was supposed to hate the main character, and you're like, God, I fucking hate you. And he's like, you're reading Japanese animation and taking them way too seriously. And I'm like, oh, you listen to what I'm saying. And it got me on this fucking 30-minute tangent about these stupid ass books and how they're able to, they have the same merit as a damn show. It's just not your fucking cup of tea. If you have a problem with this stuff, I never noticed this house had a talent. I feel like I'm gonna look. Yep, those are good. There's some good gloves. Nope. I've had a lot of left. But anyway, let me get back on the bullshit I was talking about. Just, it's, I don't know. I hate to go and be this guy in this argument. Like, people who saw Squid Game, like, wow, the show's so amazing. I can't believe how great it was. The actors so good. And you're like, yeah. And I was like, there's other shows you can watch that are just like those that are great. I never would have guessed. Hey, you can watch like Sweet Home or Alice in Borderland. Like there's some great fucking movies like that. And this way, the only like their stuff because it's a boring show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's bullshit. It's like you're missing out on so much great stuff over the fact that it's not the regular, the norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not gonna pick up a magazine and be like, oh my god, I cannot believe Hatsuru broke up with Suzuka in the latest chapter of Kiryu no Machi. No, you're not gonna fucking see that in a magazine because it's not a culture. Then again, I don't think you see that in any other magazine. You only see that in people who have tons of amount of time to make anime blog posts, websites.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm so heated about this. This guy was like Pell City, like a genuine Pell City resident. That's the word I'm looking for there. And they like, how do I describe that? I don't want to say backwoods, but that's kind of Pell City. Kind of how Pell City is.
Yeah, I know Pell City.
Like, you guys live in Adamsville, where you live, considered the woods, put air quotes around that. But Pell City is straight up that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think I'm overly heated about this or something? You're giving me that type of thing where I'm in a rant and yeah.
I mean, I understand it because I get heated about stupid stuff like that, but...
Oh, so what I'm heated about is stupid!
It is in the sense that it doesn't really...
Matter.
Yeah.
Fucking TV shows? It was more so the opinion that was thrown at me. I was like, you're fucking retarded.
Yeah, I understand that. Because, I'm trying to think of, I got hated about something like that. Yeah, hang on 1 second. One second. Why did you do 2 different amounts of the same number? Oh, okay. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. Yeah, you did it right, bud. Good job. But, I mean, I get really into shows and pretty much anything I read and all that, so definitely understand getting heated about that. But, I,
The fact that it was being downplayed is coming.
yeah, yeah,
And usually, like, I'm used to that because I chose to work where I work. You know, I tell myself, you know, this is where I live. This is the type of people I can run into, or I will understand if they choose to, if I choose to engage in a conversation with them. You know what I mean?
I need
yeah,
But still, at the same time, I think it was because I was also, I'm going to say this, I don't care how stupid I sound, I was emotionally vulnerable at that moment because Kid Cocoon was, it was crazy because he's dating, like, he's dating a teacher, and she finally kind of, like, pumped up and was like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this, I'm an adult, and, like, this guy is so lovely, but I need to be understand that I'm not going to treat myself. Yada yada yada. So it was break up. And then she has like this big moment where she's in her head as she walks away, and then you know they go their separate ways. She like sits down. She's like she goes through this big internal monologue, and then why? So why am I crying? And I was like, I don't know. It hit me hard because I was like, yeah, that sucks. You thought the bad thing is she thought she was leading the adult situation by making the adult choice, but she was definitely not. Man, fucking hard. So I got one of the size bear other ones. One of the most expensive items in the game. That's like I traded it for something probably one third the value of the shop in a hardcore game.
yeah.
Immediately, I told my friend, man, I felt very accomplished. I got 3 pieces of my set that I want, and an extra piece that's just going with the series until I get the final piece. And he's like, what'd you get? And what's your trade? And I say it. He goes, you got ripped off. I was like, can you be ripped off if you aren't seeking to gain? Well, you know what I mean? Like, if the person's okay with accepting that trade, settling at that price, is that being ripped off?
I mean, that's how I am with Warframe. I could sit on ribbon mods and sell them for a ton, but usually it's just take cost off on just because I hate trading.
That social interaction, you feel like you're being a bother. You feel like they're trying to get something out of you. They probably think you're trying to get something out of them. Or get one over on them. That's a better way of saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, yeah, there was a moment, I'll say it, like, the guy come in, he's like, type of guy, he's like, I thought I had all the pieces, turns out I only have 3 of them, I need 2 more for the whole set, and I put for the whole set, he's like, I only have 3 of the pieces for this set, and he's like, because most people don't play necromancers nowadays, everything kind of plays meta.
I can't carry it.
In my head, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. This is my preferred class in the beginning until I get like, until I finish with this, like maxed out, or get to a level where I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, when he said that, it made me disregard it a little bit more because it was like,
good day.
well, you're right. This isn't meta. I guess, you know, I'm asking a little too. Or not, I'm asking too much, but I'm asking for something that isn't common. Therefore, I don't know, it made me perceive it with less value.
Yeah. But, I mean, really, what's the point of going for meta stuff in a PvE game?
There's PvP in this. And
There is?
there is PvP in Diablo, but to build off that point you just said, PV or meta, you know, one of the original loot, dungeon loot games. You know what I mean? You waste hours out. You're just looking for the fat loot. That's why you play Diablo. You want to get that fat loot. You're feeling good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That did. Holy shit! I got that. Ooh, boom pops. Pops spawned on there. Come on, I can't pull it. That's the thing right there. But yeah.
Like with Borderlands, I never really went for the meta stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you're completely right. Actually, that's a good example. Borderlands is one of those games where it's more PvE than PvP.
yeah,
But there's a meta build, you know what I mean? So like with MMOs, I have not followed a single guide. I've only picked skills that give me gun damage and fire rate. And more gun damage. I do a fuck ton of damage. I fire a fuck ton. I never run out of ammo. But I know for a fact I'm not meta.
now I might look for a good build to take down a raid boss with for the character I'm using currently. But I won't go out of my way to make a meta build just cause.
Do you remember how like it used to be one of those things where before games got kind of like smart with it, you had to dedicate your life to that meta build because you were respecting or reading things. Like Diablo 2 used to be like that. You couldn't respect or anything. When Construction DLC came out, that's when they allowed respecting. But if I remember correctly, they only allowed respecting at a certain to a certain point, like a certain amount of times.
Yeah.
So it made
I'm so glad they changed that with the remastered Diablo.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, they already had respected, so it was like play around all up until a high, like get really high. I think you could, I don't know, you might have only been able to respec 3 times in the original, if I remember correctly. I didn't respec ever. Like, I was through all my skills of what I chose. And back in like old Lord of Destruction days, but like if I remember correctly, you only because you did with Arca after you did the Den of Evil quest. I think you were able to do it 3 times because you had to do it quest 3 times through all difficulties. So, which I mean, there's a lot of quality of life in the remaster. I found out how to join friends off friends list. Buddy of mine told me. So when you're in the lobby, in the bottom left, there's a little box that says friends list, and you can pull friends list up and see I'm in game, and it immediately join my game from there, even if I have a password.
Oh.
As long as I set the game to allow you to join, even when I have a password, like it just as long as I set friend joinable game or join through friends list, we don't have to screw around with this game name and game password and all bullshit. No offense, you are incredibly frustrating when it comes to game name and password.
I'm really indecisive, so
I don't know what happened. That was a hard freeze. The game just crashed on me.
also I
there it goes.
might have found out why Doom was acting up.
Sure.
So I decided first I'd try to repair the game to see if that's what it was.
Doom Eternal was through Steam, correct?
No, because I bought it on launch, and I don't think they released it on launch on Steam.
I don't think they did either. I don't remember because I have yet to play Doom Eternal.
Because
I like Doom,
I
but
remember they added a PvP aspect to it where you play as demons and Doomslayer going up against each other. And it seemed really cool.
I never thought PvE or PvP in Doom would be like it's Quake, but like, wait, was it like Quake, or was it like, what was it like?
Crake was one that you could destroy the environment, wasn't it?
No, that's Red Faction Guerrilla.
Oh yeah.
Quake was like the original, like, okay. Well, I was asking mainly just like if it was like Quake, like the shooting wise, and if it was Quake shooting wise, I probably can't do shooting.
So basically, you play as either you can either play as two demons, like you're
Yeah,
paired
yeah.
up with
No,
another
I
demon.
know about it. Like I looked into it, but in the sense of did I play it? Negative.
So I don't know if I actually played it, but if I did, I don't remember anything about it. And I do know at launch the PvP aspect was it seemed like it was tapped on, and it was a gimmick.
As it would.
Yeah, and
As it would.
I think they still had PvP like from the original
Fuck.
Dooms, where you play as the Doomslayer going up against each other.
Yeah.
But playing as a demon seemed pretty cool.
Oh shit.
But I went to uninstall the game and reinstall it, and it told me I didn't have enough space. So
Jesus.
Good to see you.
maybe that's what it was. Maybe it just tried to download without having enough space.
Huh.
Or tried to download a patch without having the space for it.
Oh, you know what? I can't move here. Some games do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, sure. Yes, probably. Ooh. That's a wrong cut. Immediately got it. Shoot. If only.
Come back.
Welcome back, friendo.
But yeah, the Bethesda launcher is terrible.
Whoa, man. You can't be saying controversial stuff like that. Bethesda launcher is like their house plants. They've been put through a wall. Poorly designed. Or poorly textured.
Also, don't know if I wanna uh,
Not that way.
give more money to communist sympathizers.
Oof. Wait, is Bethesda now on the China train?
You don't remember that from their convention? I forget the name of it. It was a couple of years back.
What convention? I'm not gonna say Bethesda Con. I know it's not that.
I don't know. I want to say it was called BreakFun, but
Okay,
I
I
don't
think
think it was
BreakFun.
that either.
Fuck. There's something close to that. I feel like I know what you're talking about. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, but
What was it? What they do?
something about Hong Kong, and oh, I remember what it was. Somewhat. It was right before the liberation of Hong Kong, and they said something basically siding with the Chinese government.
Huh. That's... Game companies are weird.
Yeah.
I mean...
Which, I mean, China is a big country. I understand they're for profit, but at the same time,
Well,
that was a complete PR disaster.
question is, now that China's made it more, like, they've restricted more and more of the internet usage over there, because didn't they drop it down to like 1 hour every day is all you can be on it? They already block a lot of websites.
I think it's 1 hour every day, and I think you can only play on the weekends. Unless you're an adult.
Unless you're an adult. Them damn children won't be on my Xbox Live screaming at me in their fucking sideways language. I don't know. I feel like there's a good limit you should always put on video games to kids.
I mean, yeah, but I believe that should be up to the parents, not the government.
I mean, if your kid's sneaking out to fucking go to an internet cafe to play StarCraft 2 or some shit like that, and not listening to you in the slightest, that's a different situation. But
I mean, yeah.
that you know, that's a small, very, very, I'm not gonna say rare, but it's a very specific example, and not every single kid is going to do that, because not every single kid wants to play StarCraft 2. Case in point, like me, I would hate to fucking go out with my friends and be like, let's go play StarCraft 2 at the internet cafe. Go, fuck you guys. The hell do we want to play StarCraft 2 for? The hell, like, it fucking, why are we playing RTS? It's the RTS, remember that RTS? It's Blizzard. It was like one of their beginning games. Actually, I think Diablo was like based off StarCraft.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, no, but like, okay, that's another question I have for you right now in this era that I'm speaking. Since we're so controversial now, what is a certain type of game that if your friend said, let's all go play this type X game genre, not genre, type, okay, RTS, first person shooter, let's all go gather around and play this, would you just be like, I do not want to do that? Even if it's with social interaction, that's the last thing I really want to do. RTSs, if someone's like, dude, let's boot up Halo Wars and play the Halo, I'm like, no, I love Halo, but fuck you and that.
I don't know what Halo Wars is.
It's Halo. It's Halo's RTS.
Now, I don't have a deep hatred against RTS because I did grow up playing games like Civilization.
Okay, hold on. Whoa, no. Hold on. We're misunderstanding each other here. Civilization's different, okay? That's a turn-based strategy. That would
What's
be
it turn-based? I thought it was real time.
Civilization. No, everybody has to make. They make their movements and then you hit in turn, which you can make movements like it. I don't. You can all make movements at the same time.
You're probably not thinking of Civilization then. Might be a different one.
Warhammer 40K.
No, it wasn't Warhammer.
Rome, or what is it? Total Rome Empire.
I think so, actually.
Was it Total Rome Empire? I can't remember. It's something Rome Empire. But that was an RTS as well. Just okay. So with me, it was just like I can't stand micro. And I'm about to sound like such a fucking idiot here. I can't stand the micromanaging of every single troop across all that. Here I am playing a fucking necromancer. Right now, I currently have hold on, let me do the math. I have 36 minions right now in my game running around with me. That's about as much as I can get with RTS.
But you're not actively controlling their movements and all of that.
No, I'm positioning myself. And also, the other thing is I'm not independently controlling my camera at the same time, too. My camera's fixated on my character, and it's going to follow my character. Which I know you can do that in certain RTSs, but you have to jump from unit squad to unit squad to unit squad. I'm not with that. I can't get with it. I've never been with it.
I don't know. RTSs,
have you played
I don't know how that would be in multiplayer.
Have you never seen, you ever seen RTSs, like, in multiplayer?
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I would never play RTSs, but I've watched, like, StarCraft 2, like, tournaments, and, I mean, it's disgusting watching these people, their mouses, their keyboards, and just the flicking they do all over.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And I remember one of the big controversial matches, it was like championships or something, and the dude was just, I don't even know if it was the championship, but it was leading in the tournament, and he was steamrolling this guy, just so incredibly, oh wow, I got a 4 socket dimensional blade. He was steamrolling him so hard, he took his left hand off the keyboard, and he just he took his shoe off, pulled his foot up, and used his toes to switch between characters. And he just looked at the camera as he was doing it. And he still won, like he was steamrolling this guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and act like RTS is not a legitimate game. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. I don't think I'd be into PvP or TS at all.
Yeah, because when you start losing units and you can't recuperate from the unit loss, and they start taking this, it's like when we play Smite.
Yeah.
It's like when we used to play Smite. When they got us down to our Phoenixes, unless your team is all it's a good match and you're all having fun, it's demoralizing because you're like, that's one of the ways you win the game, and right now you have bested me in this.
I've also seen people come back from Smite from something like that as well.
Oh yeah,
we've
done that. We've done that.
Yeah. With an RTS, it's just kind of a snowball effect.
I remember, unfortunately my knowledge on them isn't that fluent, so I couldn't actually tell you if there is a way to come back from it. As a term to, like once a snowball starts, if there's I can mulligan this and, like, put it back to an even playing field. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I forgot the name of the game genre, but you know that D&D game where you don't actually control your characters, you just buy them and they walk
idle
across
games.
the screen? Yeah, idle games. If you
Brady.
said they wanted to play...
Brady.
in the idle game,
Brady,
I just
I'm
would
trying to
not
stop
be
you from
jealous.
finishing this sentence because I know you know for a fact. Who the fuck would ever? You need new friends if your friends would ever do that. I know this.
Yeah.
You're not speaking from experience, but I have never in my life thought about that. If a bunch of friends, like, dude, come over here. We're gonna fucking play Grandma Cookie Clicker. We're gonna play Cookie Clicker together. It sets up on the screen. All right, so what are we gonna do now? Well, we're gonna get high while this game plays itself. I've never thought of God. You found something actually worse. You found something I'd rather less.
But I do know there are multiplayer idle games out there. And I just don't understand the appeal of
Multiplayer
at all.
idle games.
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean?
think the D&D one is multiplayer. Like
How the
like other players can join up with you and put their characters in the fight as well.
But they're what? That doesn't make sense. If I remember correctly, those are like predetermined characters with predetermined backgrounds and everything. And
Yeah.
so wait, but what if the character already has that character? You can't put another one down, right?
I don't know.
I'd actually look this up for a second. Multiplayer idle games. That would be man. That hurts my brain. Even thinking about what you just said hurts my brain. Like the game's point is for you to put it. It's like that family. Oh my god! It's just like it's like the thrift store skit in Family Guy where he's like, can I interest you in a half-done coloring book? It's like connect the dots, more like set the book down and have a beer. Well, because the dots are already connected. It's like let's get together and put this fucking connect the dots book down. Let's not do it because fucking it's already done for us. Man, I forget what it's called. I'm looking up multiplayer idle games. Like I've seen games where like you can, like, fuck, I don't know. Actually, I don't play idle games. I just thought about that. I've never really played an idle game, like religiously.
I've played that D&D one for a little bit because
Dessa played that one.
it sounded cool, but I played it and it just there was no appeal to it.
You know, I made Dessa extremely mad with that game because she was like, can I play something on PlayStation when you play it? She was like, yeah, sure. And I don't know why she asked me, but she was being polite, so I was like, yeah, sure. You want me to set it up or something? No, I got it. And she pulls it up. You know, look at, you know how it is when like you got a TV show or something on the other monitor, or with me, mine in your case, we have TVs off on the side of the room. They're hooked to the computer.
Yeah.
When you're watching a video or something, you kind of have it in the background. You're not really paying attention to it, but you know it's there. Like with her playing, like when she's playing Skyward Sword or something like that, you know, you're glancing over at it. You're not trying to pay attention to it, but you're actively what's the word I'm looking for? You're aware of it.
Yeah.
And I remember looking up and just seeing the four guys walk on the screen, and every now and then a like enemy would kind of like pop up on the right side of the screen, and they teleport over there and punch it, and then teleport back in the party. I remember it because I was playing the Old Republic at that time, just burning through the Bounty Hunter story, and I look up and I go, this looks so fucking gay. And she, what? I was like, I'm sorry, man. I was like, I'm confused. What are you playing? She explains it. I was like, wait, this is, and I realized the name of it was Idle D&D, and I'm like, and she's like, I'm getting my D&D fix out of this. I'm like, you're getting a D&D fix off a idle game. Like where's and then here was the kicker. The one of the cutscenes came up where like they're introducing herself or something like that, and she just skips it. I'm sitting there like, you're not even paying attention to the fucking story. You skipped it as soon as you saw it. What the fuck are you playing this for?
Also, another multiplayer game genre that I've actually seen someone actively try to get me and a few other people to play with them multiplayer was
Who
I don't remember. It was my stepmom or stepsister, one of the two.
Oh, it's a Facebook game then.
Yeah, and it
try to get you
it was either Farmville or it was not Farmville.
I don't know what it was. So it's crazy too, because when like Facebook games, like before Facebook gaming came out, but like when Facebook games were in their like beginning periods of life, and Farmville got out, my parents fucking loved Farmville. Like,
now I liked Farmville.
It was to a point where I'm just like, dude, like, well, and they're like, play it with us. Like, go in there and say my farm looks good and leave, like, rake my leaves. Oh, fuck no. Why would I do this?
That was the thing, that multiplayer thing. You could go in there and do their chores for them.
I was like, why would I go do your chores? Oh, it helps me out. Okay, well, how does it help you out? Oh, I don't have to do them. So you're telling me to go play the game for you, but through my account, because I'll get small amounts of XP for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but my dad and my mom, they were just, like, they'd hammer away on it. Dad would be playing at, like, work, and mom would be playing at work, and mom would text me and be like, hey, could you come on and, like, water my crops? And I'm like, no. Like, I got to the point where I was just like, no. Fuck Farmville. Why the fuck are we doing this? Like, why would you actively ask me to get on your Farmville and take care of your damn farm? Like, I hate it, because I was about to go, it's just a game. it's just a game. I had one of those reality moments where it's like, oh, my parents have said that to me once when I got mad over a game or some shit like that. It's just a game. No, it's real life. You die in the game, you die in real life.
I mean, for me, the whole appeal to Farmville was just creating this cool farm. That's it. And the whole multiplayer aspect to it just didn't make sense to me.
A lot of weird things. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need that for spirit. Nah, I don't need that. Another thing about Farmville that was, I wanna, like, touching back on this, like, multiplayer aspect that they definitely tried pushing. It was just, it didn't, I don't know how to say this. It didn't feel like it mattered, really. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I could go do this, but there was no sense of accomplishment from it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even with Animal Crossing, can't you go fish with your friends and all that?
Oh, yeah. No, you could do... So, the thing about Animal Crossing that caught me off guard with the multiplayer was, like, you know, I could go fish with my friends. If I go on their island, you know, I can straight up, like, take apples from their trees, and they don't get the resource.
What you need?
Hey, if we're running around and I catch the bug that's on the ground, that's my bug now. It's not theirs.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's, well, shit.
It was like an exploration game together. It wasn't just, you are actively doing and experiencing something together.
Yeah.
Not just doing something for someone.
And, you know, there was other multiplayer games on Facebook that made even less sense with its multiplayer. Like do you remember like Mafia? Did you ever play like Mafia or anything like that?
Yes.
It's like you were able to add
That-
people to your friends list. It's like, this makes no sense at all. Like, I
No.
don't even remember what you gained from having people on your friends list in Mafia. It's like, I think you like gained a benefit in PvP or something when you went and like fought other gangs or some shit like that.
I think so. I want to say it was something that one of their characters might have came to help you out.
Yeah,
But
during a fight.
Yeah, but it wasn't actually your friend, and it
No,
was
no,
just,
it was their characters they have there.
yeah.
But I mean, it's I don't know. It's weird too because there's been a lot of Facebook games and I don't remember any of them being like. I remember they always toed it themselves as like, you know, this is the Facebook game, live combat with friends. When it wasn't. Dungeon Master. Or Dungeon, was it Dungeon Master? It was by Gameloft. It was an app game in the Google store, and it was like live PVE team play. And it's like, oh okay, okay, that sounds cool. And when you get in there, or it even said live PvP. And when you got in there, what it actually was you. As you played through the game, you unlocked monsters and heroes and all this stuff, and you were able to set them up in your castle. And PvP was people would attack your castle, and they'd have to run the dungeon you set up with the monsters you've collected.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a second, where's the fucking live part of this? You're sitting here telling me that this is live PvP. Yeah, it's live. I'm fighting a live computer. Like, I see this man is online, but I am fighting his computer self. It's really weird how, like, games have evolved, I guess. I don't want to say evolved, but how they've changed. Mobile game ads don't reflect anything of what they are now. They're even...
Yeah.
They look like low-quality memes, and it gets people to play them. Like
Yeah,
level
exactly.
50. This is how Mafia works, or level 50 mob boss. you know the ads I'm talking about.
Yeah, there was like one. It was
It's like level 1 crook, and he's sitting there crying, and then like a Mafia guy runs by and he drops like $100, and he picks it up as like level 25 thief. It's like, everybody's commenting on this shit.
There's the games that can get to level 100 in a day. And it's
Yeah.
like, why would
yeah.
you want to do that?
And it's, I guess it's that that dopamine want, because you know, if you got to level 100 in a day, you felt accomplished because it's a big number. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when I used to play this, I think I told you about it. Yeah, have you ever heard of Beyond? Or Bion?
No.
Okay, so it was this 32-bit pixel game, like game service, where you're able to code and make like games that were kind of like, how do I say this? Most of it was like anime games. Like there was Naruto games, Dragon Ball Z games, One Piece games, Bleach games, yada yada yada. And people would make icons from like little 32-bit icons to play it. In fact, I'll get you a picture. I'll send you some of it. It's probably, the website's still probably up, but you'd run your own servers, you'd make your own game, and the whole thing was just about making your game popular. And I used to icon for an Naruto game because I was really good at pixel arting back in the day. And the thing was, the damage and health. It's where I learned, like, I didn't know it at the time because I was like 10, 11. I was young when I was playing Bion, and the damage made no sense to me. Like, so like I'd do Naruto moves like, oh, I did Rasengan, and the damage, like I'd hit somebody with a Rasengan, it'd be like, you did 2,743 plus EE3 4, and I didn't know that meant like went into the trillions. But you know, you'd hit them with that, and they wouldn't die. And as I grew older, I was like, okay, once I finally started understanding like numbers comprehensionally, that extreme type of numbers, I was like, well, okay. I looked at it objectively. It's like, wait a second, my health is so fucking, like, I have so much health that they have to make the moves do that much damage to be understandable. It's like, but why?
Yeah.
But why? Why would you make a game that base its damage off something you can't even understand without a fucking calculator?
Yeah.